So here we got the Craftsman motor head here. These are all the parts. We're going to assemble this motor. Put the rails. See, we have a rail here. See, this rail here basically snaps together. When you put it together, so you have to snap all these to make it one. So I got the rail together, and the four pieces are almost identical except for the one that goes in the front. See, the one that goes in the front has this little gap here, and this little piece is going to be attached here. Now this is the front of the motor here. This is the trolley. Okay, and this is going to slide on the rail, and you want to have this part. See, this is where the cord is hooked up to. This in the back. You don't want to do it this way because you'll be backwards. So you want this pointing towards the motor. This is the front of the rail. Okay, so slide this in here like this, and this is going to go in here. But you're going to get your belt in here first. So put your belt right there. The little pulley. You got a lock washer and a nut that goes underneath there, and that has to be tightened up at the bottom. And this is going to hook up to the trolley here like this, and it's going to go around to the back of the motor, but we're not ready for it yet. And so come over here. See, I got the rail there. It's not hooked up to the motor yet because this piece, I'm waiting now because you can put this backwards too. If you put it this way, it's going to be wrong. See, look at the rail. I'm going that way. So this, I'm going to slam it in there, and then that one attaches to these two bolts here. Alright, I got that one on there. I just slipped it in there and pounded it with my hammer. Then you got these bolts here. Take them off. And this goes right on there. Got the two holes for the bolts. So now you got the belt here going around this pulley. So you got to put a screwdriver in this hole here. There's a hole right there, and that stops this trolley from going forward while you're working with it. See, I got the belt going around the rail. Make sure it's straight. It's not hooked up yet. And it goes around this gear. There's little ridges for the belt to fit around. And it comes down here, back to the front. And now we got to hook this section up. See, we got these little pins that's going to hold it together. I got the bolt here. This is going to attach there. This is going to go back on here, and see the spring here? There's a notice here. After you hook this up, I'll show you have to snap this spring. You have to move this thing and the spring comes out to hold it. Alright, and then also we're going to flip this up with the screwdriver like this. Alright, so now see this piece, I got it in there. And this is the little chain link. You gotta hook it up to there, then there. And this piece goes on. And then there's a locked piece here I'm gonna put on. There. This is the other piece here. Flipped it up. Now you can take the screwdriver out. You got this hooked up, and how we tighten the belt. See, it's all loose. We tighten this down. So here, this is what snugs up the belt. Just tighten this. You kind of got to just check the belt out there. You want it kind of snug, not too tight. And now we need to snap this spring here to hold the position here. Otherwise this will go out during time. So if you put a 1/2 inch wrench to hold that, then you have a little washer type thing. It has a ridge on it. You just got to push this there. Now see, that spring is open now and it snaps. You can still adjust this if you tighten this, if you go back or forth to tighten it or loosen it like that. That spring has the tension to hold it. And going down the line, so the last thing, we have a cap. We're going to put that cap on there and we'll be ready to install. And there's one more bolt here, goes in this hole. That's a stopper so that the trolley doesn't overpass here and hit the motor, and that just has a nut that goes on there. Okay. And the other thing left is the battery. This is the battery here. It's a battery backup unit and it goes right in here. And there's a cover here. I just took it off. There's a bolt down here. Mounts there. And there's two wires. I just put the battery on after I install the motor.